Everyone and welcome to round 11 of the Robert Kubica Career Mode series here for the European Grand Prix at Valencia. Of course, this was the first race Grand Prix on this circuit. Lasted until 2012, and of course, it's very rare that you get to race on this circuit on this game, of course, because it obviously wasn't in 1992 because it didn't exist. So it's pretty cool to be able to race around this circuit with this mod. And yeah, so there were the championship standings. Last time in Hungary, things didn't go quite our way, but it could have been worse. But here, I've got some good pace here in the old bloody practice and that, and this is my qualifying lap, my fastest qualifying lap. And we're in for quite a lot of chaos because the AI have been crashing quite a lot in practice and in qualifying. So the race will be really interesting, of course. Today, our sponsor is PS3, so that'll be nice. Me, Kimi, and Hamilton are separated by 7 points at the top of the standings. The next closest guy is in fourth, obviously, on 40 points. 23 points behind me in third. So it is a 3-horse race for this championship between me, Hamilton, and Raikkonen. Ferrari versus Mercedes, McLaren Mercedes versus BMW. And so there, this last part of the championship is going to be really interesting, of course. We're all getting really close now to the end of the European season, to the end of the season. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got something like 6 races left to go. So it's really getting really intense now for the championship fight. And with 7 points in it, I'm well in this fight. Trini's on the pole right now with a 144 something or other, I can't see. But anyway, through the final corner, we're going to set a 1:45.1. Where does that put us on the grid?
Massa first. Hamilton second. Jarno Trulli third. The Sauber driver put on a fantastic display throughout the qualifying hour. He starts this race from a very promising 4th. Mark Webber 5th. Nick Heidfeld couldn't quite match the pace of his teammate. He starts 6th. Kimi Raikkonen 7th. Giancarlo Fisichella 8th. Alonso 9th. Coulthard 10th. Sebastian Vettel 11th. Button 12th. Timo 13th. Davidson 14th. Rubens Barrichello 15th.
Kazuki Nakajima
16th. Takuma Sato 17th. Rosberg 18th. Sutil 19th. Nelson Piquet 20th. Sebastian Vettel 21st. Kovalainen 22nd.
Here we are then on the grids for the European Grand Prix here at Valencia. We're in 4th place behind the Toyota of Trulli, Hamilton and Felipe Massa on the pole. We get off to a really slow start. That was a poor reaction time there. Our teammate Nick Heidfeld has got the jump ahead of us, and the Red Bull of Mark Webber through turn 1 into turn 2, the first rubber corner, and there's been a massive crash. Oh my days, wheels are going everywhere, wings are going everywhere, and that is crazy. It's Felipe Massa, the pole sitter, hasn't even made it to turn 2. He's out of the Grand Prix. That is a massive crash. Oh my days, he's dead. He's actually dead. Oh my days. That's crazy. And he's taken out Hamilton as well, it looks like. Blinking Nora. Let's get a look at Hamilton's POV. He still has his wheels, but he's lost his front wing and no doubt has major suspension damage. We're in P7 after all of that. Luckily, we don't get caught up in any of that. No damage to me. I go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. One of my chief championship rivals. Obviously, Massa is retired. Hamilton, 1 point off the lead in the championship behind Raikkonen. He's 6 points in front of me. But if he retires, that'll be me ahead if I get a good result today. I go down the inside of Jarno Trulli out of nowhere, but I go quite wide there, and Trulli gets past, and Hamilton gets back past actually. It looks like Trulli has no front wing from the looks of it, nor does Hamilton, so it should be pretty easy to get past these two through the corners, maybe not on the straights, but yeah, see, we're so behind them now. We want to get past these two as quick as possible because he will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap as they've got severe damage. But yeah, what a massive crash, and that's what the AI have been doing in qualifying and in practice and all the rest of it. Just going off the track and crashing into that wall that jolts out, and they go absolutely flying. And we're on the back of Jarno Trulli now. We've got past Hamilton, and we're going to get past Jarno Trulli now on the straight through the corner, or what is somewhat of a corner. And here on lap 2, coming through the chicane now, get a bit squiggly on the curb there. Kovalainen, the second McLaren, is out of the race. He's had a massive crash, it sounds like, and he's done exactly the same as his teammate. Well, as Felipe Massa, sorry, but he's crashed at the same corner as his teammate, and he is out of the Grand Prix because he's lost his front left wheel. And let's have a look. Yeah, he done exactly the same. Jesus Christ, that's absolutely bloody massive crash. He's gone into the back of the Williams there. I'm not quite sure if that's Nakajima or Rosberg, but whoever it is out of the Grand Prix because they've lost their rear wing. Poor Williams there. Not what you want to see. Here at the end of lap 2 into the hairpin, I go down the inside of Giancarlo Fisichella from absolutely nowhere. Have you got the move done? No, Fisichella comes back to the inside. I'm going to switch to the outside for some reason, but I'm on the racing line, so I have more grip and I'm able to swoop around the outside of the Force India up into P4. Force India of Giancarlo Fisichella in P5, that's crazy. But anyway, later on lap 2, we go to the inside, going quite defensive for some reason on Fisichella. Yeah, Williams going to the pits there to retire. Raikkonen leads from Mark Webber. Nick Heidfeld, my teammates, in 3rd. We are in 4th. Kimi is quite fast today. Of course, he's the only, well, top contender really in contention, so he's going to be quite fast. Rosberg is down in 7th place. Coulthard 8th. Davidson, David Davidson's 8th. What's going on here then? There's a bloody... I can't even remember what car that is. But anyway, they're out of the race. Another Super Aguri's out of the race. Both Super Aguri's are bloody out of mare there. Anyway, we're going on to lap 5. Nelson Piquet is out of the race. Let's see what's happened to him then. Going through the cars. Here's Hamilton just going into the side of Nelson Piquet. I'm not quite sure. Is that for GP2? I don't know why he's done that. But here's an onboard. He just drives into him. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how Nelson got there in the first place. But anyway, here on lap 5, my teammate spun round. And there's a Toro Rosso there. No, Red Bull, sorry, Mark Webber. Oh my days, what's Nick doing? Nick Heidfeld has just gone down the inside on Mark Webber. And he's flipped upside down. Back on his floor there. And it's happened again. What's happened here? Someone else is gone. But anyway, a lot of crazy stuff going on in that final corner. But the race leader, Kimi Raikkonen, is out of the Grand Prix. He was dominating this Grand Prix. He was no doubt going to win it because I didn't have the pace to catch up to him. But look at this, into the final corner. He just goes straight on into the wall. It looks like a brake failure or something. That's unbelievable. He's lost both his front wheels. And that's him out of the race. So that means I am promoted into the lead of this Grand Prix. So now we are coming into the pits now at the end of lap 9 for our first of 2 stops on our day with a comfortable race lead because we have stayed out of trouble. We haven't been the fastest today, but we have been the less idiot. We haven't been messing about like the AI, just crashing all over the place. Look at all the cars out of this Grand Prix. You can see if you look to the left, the garages there absolutely full to the brim of broken race cars. So coming out of the pits now. Giancarlo Fisichella, he's about 7 seconds behind us. Now it's Trulli as Fisichella's going to the pits, no doubt. Heidfeld, our teammates in P3, so we're on for a good result here for BMW Sauber. A double podium, which would be really good for us to get into this Constructors' Championship fight. But here at the end of lap 18, literally nothing's happened. Coming out of the pits now at start lap 19. For our final stop of the day, Nick Heidfeld is in 2nd place, so it could be a BMW 1-2, but no it can't, because bloody Nick Heidfeld has had a massive crash and he has also died. But that was crazy, he was on his roof, the poor bastard. So he's out of the race, Nick Heidfeld now. So now Trulli's back up into P2, and round the final corner on the final lap, nothing happened in the last 2 stints of the race. It all was concentrated in the first stint. We come across the line to win the European Grand Prix. It's our 4th Grand Prix win of the season, and they all came within the last 6 rounds. Since Canada, we've been on a roll. We've scored a podium in every race apart from last time out in Hungary. So we're doing really good. And with both Kimi Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton out of the race, I think Lewis Hamilton's out. I can't remember. We'll have to check the standings now. Yeah, I think I am promoted into the lead of the World Championship, which will just be fantastic. But here we are then. 51 minutes that race took. Of course, 50% race around Valencia. Next time, the Belgian Grand Prix. Hamilton finished 3rd. So it looks like he will inherit the championship lead. So not me. I'm not in the championship lead. Sorry about that. But I am only 2 points behind Hamilton if I do the quick maths in my head. Kimi Raikkonen drops down from the lead into 3rd place in the championship fight. Wow. What a crazy Grand Prix, very impactful for the World Championship battle. And there was only 6-7 finishers in this Grand Prix. Everyone else retired. Absolutely crazy stuff there. Wow, let's get a look now at who was the first, if you scored that on the leaderboard, if I ever do that. Oh, well, there we go. Poor old Felipe Massa was the first to retire with that crazy crash on lap 1. By the way, that has been the European Grand Prix. I'll see you next time in Spa.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 for you.